Good evening and welcome to 60 Minutes.
I'm Meglan. My name is Natalie Maverick.
My name is Jess Ratcliffe.
My name is Taylor Springfield.
My name is Caven Lee.
My name is Sam Dunworth.
My name is Yasmin.
My name is Ella Mitchell.
My name is Jess Logan.
My name is Lucy Leonard.
My name is Micah Hoffman.
And my name is Sam Groom. And tonight I'll be analysing the depths of cyberbullying and the effect it has on teenagers. Teenagers do not only have to deal with bullying at school but also online. The internet has revolutionised social communication and interaction, and while much of it is benign, there are those who use the technology to cause emotional harm. What is your opinion on cyberbullying overall?
A lot of people say that you can just shut off the computer and it'll go away, you just ignore it, but it's really not like that. Home is your home. It shouldn't be somewhere where you feel attacked, and I think more these days it's not as people attacking you, it's just you have to see everything that you're missing out on, and people, it's just social media makes it, I think, brings it to your home, and it really, somewhere where you should feel safe is not somewhere where people are feeling safe.
I think cyberbullying is just a way for people to, I think it's kind of people who are too shy or they don't want to see people's reactions. They kind of just want to do it without, they think that they're not going to get any kind of consequences from it because people can't tell that it's actually them.
Overall, cyberbullying has a really detrimental effect on the entire society. I mean, you can see it happening to teenagers, and that's really obvious, but there's also happening to adults and famous celebrities. There was that lady that committed suicide because of it and stuff, and it's really just messed up.
I think obviously it's wrong, and just like any other form of bullying, it obviously shouldn't be done. But I also think that nowadays it's a much easier form of bullying in terms of the bully's perspective. They don't have to man up and say something face to face. They can sit behind their computer screens and type anything they want, and they also probably don't think about the consequences as much because they're not in the situation where they're talking face to someone. They're just by themselves, usually on their computer or phone.
I think it happens all the time, but I don't think people are aware of it, and I think people that also do it aren't aware that they're actually doing it either. I think it's something that people hear about, people know it's happening, but can't really
Identify it.
Yeah, identify.
And the thing is that it happens on a small scale as well, all the time, constantly. So it's kind of one of those things that's just always there that we've gotten used to. So when it happens on a larger scale, people probably don't pick up on it as much.
So, how would you define cyberbullying?
Bullying over technology.
Any bullying that takes place on the internet or using electronic devices or computers.
I'd say it's a way of emotionally harming someone, but I don't know, behind a screen, I suppose, in a way that you can sometimes be unidentified.
Is there potential in this issue exploding to become a serious problem for teenagers?
Yeah, definitely. I think it already is a serious problem.
Well, I think it already has become a serious problem, especially with pretty much everyone has Facebook, and there's even growing on sites where you can be anonymous, like forums and all of that sort of stuff. So I'm not sure whether it's reached its peak of how bad it can get, but it's definitely pretty bad at the moment already.
I think it's already become a really big problem, especially nowadays more younger people are exposed to social media. It's so much easier to get a profile. I mean, Facebook says you have to be 13 and older. I mean, I had one when I was 11. I didn't use it
a lot, but you can lie. Like, lying isn't a hard thing.
I think so. I think it leads to a lot of emotional issues like mental illnesses and stuff, like depression or anxiety or, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it kind of already is a big problem for teenagers because everybody has a mobile phone now, or if you don't have a phone, when you get home you have a computer or an iPad, or technology is so integrated into their household now that it will follow you even if you don't have a phone, you have a computer or a laptop somewhere.
Do you read the terms and conditions of social networking sites when you're creating an account?
Yeah, nah.
Nah, I just click the button.
Yeah.
I think anybody does.
Never, ever. Is that a joke?
Never.
No. I read like the first line and then I give up.
Never.
Never.
I never read terms and conditions of anything.
Do you understand that Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Ask.fm, YouTube, you name it, all have bans against bullying on their sites?
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not surprised that you told me that, but I just don't think a lot of people are probably aware of it.
Yeah, they probably all have bans against it, but it's just whether it's regulated or not, because they don't look through every profile to see if it's been upheld, the code or anything.
Do they make a difference to cyberbullies' intent?
Well, if no one reads them, or very little people read them, then I think if you're going to have sites like that, then you should have I don't know, you know how Facebook have ads? Ads on the side saying it's illegal to cyberbully.
Constant thing you see.
Yeah, in your face all the time, instead of stupid ads for...
No. No one's aware that it's banned. No one really takes notice, and if it is banned, it's not going to stop them from doing anything. Having something written down, on a screen saying, oh, you're banned for 2 weeks or whatever, it's not going to really stop anything from happening.
No. I think no matter what, they're still going to just bully people. They don't really care.
I think if you're banned from a website for anything, bullying or not, you can just come back and re-sign up. There's multiple ways you can get around it. I don't think it stops anybody from doing anything.
According to statistics at the National Bullying Statistics website, approximately 65% of females from years 6 to 12 have reported that they have been cyberbullied. What are your thoughts on this?
I think it's quite sad how people use this form of entertainment to exploit and harm someone emotionally. It's sad to think that that bigger proportion is actually affected by something that comes off as a joke to the bullier and actually comes off really big on the victim.
I could agree. It's believable. Because it happens, because like I was saying before, it happens on such a small scale that it probably has happened to most people at least once they've had an experience, even if they're not aware of it. It's just on a small scale, probably a lot of people have. So that makes sense, that statistic.
I think that's actually a lot higher than I thought. I think when you're getting cyberbullied, you almost feel like you're the only person who's kind of being getting this feeling, and I think that's why a lot of people kind of keep it to themselves because they don't think that people are going to understand.
Under the Commonwealth Criminal Code Act 1995, it is a criminal offence to misuse telecommunication by cyberbullying as it compromises the abuse of internet and phone services. This is proof that legal implications are enforced for cyberbullying. Is cyberbullying such an offence that it needs legal consequences?
Well, it is actually it can harm people so much more than maybe the older generation don't understand as much because they didn't grow up in a vulnerable time with as much technology, but it definitely should be something prosecuted more and more closely looked at and regulated.
I think so, because I think it causes a lot more problems than they thought, and I think that if people think that they can get away with cyberbullying, it's more of a way to get away with a lot more things.
You do not have to answer this one if this is too personal, but can you give examples of any cyberbullying acts you have witnessed online?
I've seen really offensive pages on Facebook and really discriminative things posted on Facebook and Instagram and Tumblr and whatever, but I haven't seen really blatant examples of bullying on the internet. I've heard about it though.
I always see like little, I'm so glad I'm out of the stage, but do you know it's like 11, 12, like kind of just like year 6, like primary school, maybe year 7 sometimes, and someone will write like a status and like a comment like shut up faggot, like, and all these like hurtful things. And I mean I see it all, like sometimes, you know, and that is bullying, I guess, but I kind of just keep scrolling. I'm just like, well, they're just going through that, like.
I think you see cyberbullying everywhere. I have been cyberbullied myself, but only by like one person, and I think it's just a way that they can just they think that they can control you, or I'm not really sure.
Well, you always see people online for some reason just pick on people because they're untouchable. Like, you could pick on someone at your school and then see them at school and it'd be so different. Like, it didn't happen in real life, so it's kind of like a sense that it didn't really happen, but it does still have the effect on the person. And I've seen cases where people just, like, out of the blue, that it's none of their business, just comment on someone's photo, oh, that was so gay, or you're so lame. It's just like, why would you do that? Why would you go out of your way to just say something hurtful like that to a person?
If you could say anything to a teenager being cyberbullied, what would you say?
I think that you should utilise whatever support networks you can and just block whoever's doing that to you, really.
Cyberbullying is not right, it's illegal, and if you are getting harmed by someone, if someone's abusing you or treating you wrongly, you need to tell someone, and you need to make sure that they realise how they're affecting you. You can't sit around and watch yourself deteriorate.
You should get help, definitely. Tell a parent or a teacher or some sort of older adult, friend, someone that, like, if you don't want to go to a higher person, then tell a friend and ask them to go to a higher person. But yeah, definitely don't let it lie, because then it just builds up and then it's too much.
I would say, just if you really are getting seriously cyberbullied, just try not to spend so much time on social media. And cyberbullying is a very cowardly form of bullying, and you're much stronger than the person who is sitting behind a computer and bullying you. Because you'd probably never get bullying like that outside, away from the computer. So get away from the computer and just stay positive.
You are a human being that is made up of molecules and DNA and wonderful things and thoughts and feelings, and these words that these people are saying to you are nothing in comparison to who you are. And I think you just have to remember that if you're ever being hurt by someone's words that they've just chucked to you, just remember they probably don't know the harm they're having on you. And even if they do, you just have to remember that you're more than that.
Those words aren't worth your worries. Always take screenshots, because with the screenshots comes the proof, and that's where something can be done about it.
I'd say that keep strong and to tell people, because that's the best thing that you can do, and that they're just cowards and you're a lot better than them.